have a seat on your mat. We're going to work with some fluid motion today. So cross your right leg over left and just kind of have a seat. Rock your weight back and forth so you can feel your sit bones come down onto the mat. Take your hands towards your knees and poke your chest a little bit forward. Draw the breath in and the breath out and feel the breath sink all the way down to the sit bones, and then feel it float up right by the middle ribs up to your chest, and then lifting your crown of your head up high. So let's just connect to our breath here. You can just place your hands over your knees. Take an inhale, poke that chest forward. On the exhale, round a little bit, sit back. So there's that motion of kind of stretching through the ribs, through the hips, through the butt. Inhale, lengthen. Go a little bit deeper up there through the front of the pectoral muscles, chest muscles. Close the eyes if you'd like and exhale just so you can get a deeper connection of where that breath is going. Take an inhale, lengthen and lift all the way up. Poke that chest a little forward. Take an exhale, round and pull it all the way back. We'll do that 2 more times with an exaggerated inhale and a pause to the top. And an exaggerated exhale and a pause at the bottom. Take the inhale back up and hold. Wiggle yourself side to side so you don't get too stiff in a seated position, and start to move. Here's the circular motion that I'm talking about. Move in that circular pattern. Inhale and exhale. So I like this rounded circle sort of feel today because we are going to make it through the situation we're in right now. We're going to complete the circle eventually. Inhale and exhale. And we kind of sometimes have to work our way through it. Push our way through the kinks. Let's go 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. As we breathe to the other side, just recognize that you stopped and you push to the other side. Maybe feel the difference in your body. Inhaling and exhaling. 1 more time. Inhale, exhale. Let's pause to the top and hold. For 1 moment here, just reach the arms up, interlock the hands, and push the heels of the hands up towards the sky. Feel the difference between the sit bones rooted and the heel of the hands lifted. And then lean over. You're going to lean all the way over to the left. I'm mirroring you, so we're going in the same direction. Lift your chest up tall. Don't let that hip lift up. Keep pushing down. Maybe peek underneath that top elbow. As you pull yourself back up, lean in the opposite direction. Remember, don't collapse. You get tighter in the middle ribs and your mid-back, you'll start rounding. So lift first. Look, now we're going to collapse. Bending all the way over, just hinge around, let the head go, and make a little circle come all the way up. And then exhale, round it over. Let the head go too. Inhale up. Exhale, round it over. Inhale up. Now stop for a moment. Just move in the opposite direction. Don't think too much about it. Your body will know naturally where to go. If you think about it, we overthink, and that's another theme of today's class. Overthinking everything, right? Don't do it. Just creates disaster. Pull back to center and hold. Open up the arms. Exhale. We're twisting. You're twisting over to the left. Inhale and exhale. Use that left hand behind you to lift up a little bit, tented fingertips. That right hand to the knee and twist yourself around. That sit bone's really rooted on that opposite side of your twist. And then inhale, pull it back up. On the exhale, twist over to the other side. Again, lift the chin up, poke that chest forward, and then twist it out. Pull yourself back up for the inhale. So here's the change. We're going to take the feet to the mat. Bring the hands underneath the thighs and bring the forehead towards the knees and really round. So if you want to get more of your mid-back, you're going to try to really get deep down here with the forehead falling between the knees, the insides of the knees framing the side temples of your head, and then pull yourself all the way up on the inhale. Exhale like a field goal post with your arms. Fingers placed to the mat. Lift your hips up into that reverse table for a moment. Just keep lifting the hips up, let the head go. On the exhale, come back to center. Sitting on those sit bones right here. Just move the knees around side to side, and then eventually you can move them around back and forth if you want. Just kind of, and move them in both directions. Come back to center and hold. Now, you'll draw your opposite leg in front. So I had my right leg in front. If you're a righty, you probably had your right leg in front. Move around for a moment. Take the hands towards the knees and poke the chest forward. So notice the difference now. You're just moving through the ribs. So we just have that opposite leg in front. Sometimes we don't do that. Believe it or not, it does get us off our balance. Move in both directions. Good. Come back to center. Bring the hands up and over. Let's just lean over. You're leaning over to the right. Inhale and exhale. Peek underneath if you want. Pull it back up to center. Root down through the sit bones. Lean in the opposite direction. Maybe peek underneath. Let the arms come forward. So my knuckles come towards you. I turn my palms towards my face, and then I push them away when I come all the way up to get a little movement in my wrist and forearms. And then move in the opposite direction. One more time. Pull it all the way back up to center. Exhale, let the arms come behind you for a moment and just poke the hips up. Exhale, sit it all the way down. We're going to bring the knees together. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's come here for a minute. Give it a little twist. You're twisting all the way over to the right. Pull it all the way back up. Exhale, all the way to the left. And then back up on the inhale. Exhale, open it up. Place the feet to the mat. Lift the hips up towards the sky. Exhale, draw it all the way down. We're going to sweep those feet around and we're going to start moving into our spinal balance pose. So you're coming onto all fours. Hands are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Here's that circular motion once again. Once I get a theme, I stick with it, right? So move your hips around, feel the buoyancy that you got going on here, and then move in the opposite direction, and then move through your shoulders. Inhaling and exhaling. Opposite direction and hold. We're going to go ahead and start with our right leg. I'm turning this way so you can see where I'm going because we're going to do something a little different today. Come onto the ball of that big toe and just rock yourself back and forth. Feel the stretch in your inner arch in the back of your heel. Really feel it. So don't just do this, go, okay, Sarah, I've got it done. This is for you. So inhale. Think of tension that sits in your body and doesn't let go. It's tension that makes you think even more than you're thinking already, right? Come back, inhale, exhale. We don't need that extra tension. Draw the right leg up and hold. We will do our typical spinal balance here where the thumb comes out and we exhale in and inhale out. Exhale in, inhale out. Exhale in, inhale out. Exhale in and hold. Inhale all the way out. Exhale, left hand to the mat. We're going to bend that right knee up towards your right elbow and then bring it all the way down. We're making a little circle of that knee. So you're going to bring it up, a little bit back, and over. Try that 2 more times. Once you finish that second one, extend the leg, bring the knee in, and push it around in an opposite direction. See if you can just push it in that opposite direction. If you can't figure it out, just keep moving it. We're going to finish by drawing the right foot to the floor on the outside. I'll turn forward so you can see what I'm doing. The right foot comes out. If you have a block and you want to use it, you can poke your chest forward like this. One of the most important parts of this pose, these poses on the side like this, is you do want to try to get the baby toe down. I have my sneakers on just because I just ran and I forgot to take them off. Inhale, exhale, start walking it out, but think about keeping that baby toe to the mat and breathe. Let your head go. So I'm going to add on to this. If you'd like to add on, feel free. I am not mirroring you, but we're going in opposite directions. Your left arm will come under onto the forearm. Your right arm will come up, and you will breathe. Maybe your right arm comes behind you. Exhale. Draw yourself back from where you started. Pull yourself all the way up. That knee comes up towards the elbow like it was earlier, but you step it all the way through. Walk it into a low modified lunge. Grab your blocks if you want them. Walk out that front foot as far forward as you can. We're going to move back and forth with that motion of cow-cat. As you inhale up to your cow, extend your spine long. As you exhale, move and round into that rounded spine, into that cat-like look of your back. And then inhale, let's use the arms to go with it. So we'll breathe it up And then exhale, push it away. Feel that motion in your shoulders, releasing tension. Inhale, look up, exhale, and round. So we'll do it again. We're kind of just slowing everything down today. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, push away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and round. We have 2 more of these to go. Inhale, pull it up. Exhale, push away. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, and round. The last time around, we take the inhale, lengthen, and lift up. Exhale, push forward. Take the inhale to lengthen. Keep the spine nice and long. Draw your back leg in. So look at my feet. They're not one behind the other, right? They're hip width apart. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold forward. Shake your head out, please. Enjoy a little Hasan here. Now you can take your hips around. Look how I'm moving my hips in a circular motion in both directions, and then settle. Sometimes that helps the muscles to agree to go. Release the forehead towards the shin. Drop your jaw. Drop your thinking. Drop everything you just don't need. Pushing forcefully now against the right big toe. Lean yourself a little forward and draw your left leg up. Breathe it up. Inhale and exhale. Drop that head down. On the exhale, you're coming into your balance now. You'll draw your right hand to your thigh, left hand to your thigh, and come up to airplane. See if you can hold it. Lift the chest up. So this is cow pose with one leg, right? And airplane arms. On the exhale, draw that left foot all the way down. See if you can meet that crescent lunge. Bring the hands up. So I'm bringing my fingertips together here. And then as I exhale, come down, squeeze towards the temple. Inhale, pull up. Exhale, squeeze down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale, hold it. Straighten that leg, straighten the arms, twist it. Left elbow to the outside of that right thigh. Right arm to the sky. Feel the twist. Maybe roll that right wrist, bring the right knuckles to the left hip and open. So we got ourselves ready for this in our warm-up, those little twists that we were doing. So go just a little bigger if you can. Feel the mound of your right big toe pushing down. Don't roll to the baby toe side. Rock yourself back and forth to feel the energy of that back heel and poke your chest up just a little bit more. On the exhale, come back over to your left side here. You're going to drop your back heel down. We're not going to Warrior 2 yet. I have my back heel down, like I'm going to go into Warrior 2. Walking my hands out to the left, I'm just going to drop my chest down. Give it a little stretch. Bring the right hand to the right ankle. Draw your back leg in a little bit. Now stretch it out. Move into a triangle. Inhale and exhale. That should feel good. Maybe bring the left hand behind you. Open up. On the exhale, we're simply coming back to look toward our right foot. Drop to your back knee. This is where we started. We'll draw that right foot up towards your elbow. Pull it back into a high push-up with that right leg lifted if you want. Exhale to low push-up. Inhale to upward facing dog. Exhale all the way back. So take a break in child's pose if you need it. If you're coming with me, you're in your push-up. Your right leg will lift. Exhale, low push-up. Listen up. Inhale, high push-up. Exhale, downward facing dog. I did not do an upward facing dog there. I'm doing that one more time. Inhale, high. Leg is lifted. Right leg. Exhale, low. Inhale. Exhale, kick your right leg up towards the sky. If you're in child's pose, come join us. Bend the right knee and give it a little good morning. Turn the kneecap up towards the sky. Shake the head out a lot. Exhale. Land yourself all the way back down. Before we go to the second side to do that whole sequence, take your right hand and open and close. Take the right arm up towards the sky and thread your right arm under. Draw the right ear to the right shoulder. Bring your left arm up to the sky. Turn those, see how I just turned like an opening a jar there with my left hand? My knuckles are really open and exposed. Really try to stretch your back ribs as you extend your left leg long if you're going for the balance. Feel free to grab that ankle if you want to bow it out. Exhale, slowly come up to meet me here, turning both palms down. My left arm is over my right, and I'm just going to sit back and bring my chin towards my bicep. Give it a breath. So today I'm really trying to get a real, you'll get power out of this, but I'm trying to get you to get a nice stretch, right? To get some of that stuff that's really kinked up, it's like locked up in your hips and your hamstrings and your shoulders, trying to create that circular motion of letting go. Because we're all getting stuck up at this time with everything going on. Exhale, come back up, move those hips around, and start to move in a circular motion. So notice you start to move in a circular motion, you don't feel so heavy. It gets a little more buoyant, right? Maybe move the shoulders around a little bit. Come up to your downward facing dog, kind of doing the same thing with your hips now. I'm bending my knees and just moving in that circular motion in both directions, and then maybe my shoulders. Come back to hold. We're working through the left side now. The left leg will extend. Rock it back and forth before we start the spinal balance. Extend your right arm out, thumb is up, lift it up. Look at my foot, it's really flexed. And when I'm looking at you, that's not where your focus should be. Your focus is forward and down towards the front of your mat. There's this real connection right here. The belly button pulls to the back of the spine. Exhale, pull in, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out, exhale in, inhale out. Hold the exhale, hold that elbow in. Inhale, kick it out. We'll draw the right arm down and we're gonna bend that left knee all the way up towards the left elbow and then make the little circle. So I want you to move it around so it feels kind of nice. Maybe move in the opposite direction. Come back to hold, extending the leg out. We'll roll onto the baby toe side of that foot. Now, when I roll onto that baby toe side of the foot, I poke my chest a little more forward. I like blocks on this. You figure out what you like. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine nice and long. On the exhale, slowly walk your way onto your forearms. You can move in a circular motion here to get a little bit deeper in the stretch. Sometimes it takes that. If you're feeling like you can go deeper, you will. You'll bring it down to where it feels good. We're going for that twist. Maybe placing the right forearm down and lifting the left arm up. You can drop that right shoulder. Keep breathing, keep twisting. Left arm can come behind you. Pull yourself back to center. Poke that chest a little more forward. Draw that left hand to the thigh and just bring this guy into that low lunge. I'm going to get both my blocks here. So we're moving back into cat-cow. So I used to be a block snob and never used blocks. I always had an ego saying, I don't need blocks. And then I realized blocks are just an extension of my arm and they really help to create more space in my spine. So don't be a block snob. And if you need blocks, you can use shoe boxes as long as they're not too light. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. Take an exhale, round. And then let's move it with our upper body. Arms are coming up on the inhale. Push it away on the exhale. Take an inhale and lengthen. Take an exhale and round. Let's do 2 more of those. Take an inhale, pull it up. Take an exhale. Really feel as if you just took a wet, heavy sweater off, right? Inhale, exhale. One more time, inhale, exhale, push it away. Take an inhale, lengthen, keep the spine long, walk your back leg in. You're gonna exhale into that left leg. Maybe bend the knee and move the hip around a little bit in both directions. And then just hold. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's take a few more breaths here, just enjoying it. We're going to simply shift our weight onto our left foot. So I'm going to turn this way so we can do it this way. Bend into that back knee and see if you can just shift a little forward to bring that right leg up. Shake your head out a little bit. Enjoy the float, the take flight of that right leg. How buoyant it may make you feel. On the exhale, we're moving into airplane. The left arm will come towards the thigh. The right arm comes up, and we start to move the hands behind. Poke that chest forward like you're in your cow pose. Nicely done, everybody. Looks great. Take 2 more breaths. Remember, this part of practice is important. Transition down into your spinal crescent lunge. Here it is. So adjust as needed. Make sure the feet are hip width apart. Draw the arms up. All right, we're going to squeeze the temples like we did earlier. We're going to come down and up. Keep going. Down and up. Down, up. When we come down, we'll hold it here. Start to straighten the back legs, straighten the arms. Give yourself that twist. Right elbow coming to the outside of that left thigh. Lift your chest up a little bit more. We're prepared to do this. We've warmed up. Maybe give yourself more of a twist. Bring that left hand behind you. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Exhale, come back to center, and then walk your way over to the right side. So you'll draw your back heel down like you are in Warrior 2. Starting to move toward Warrior 2 hips, but not completely there yet. Bring your hands over to the block and just settle. You can come to your forearms if you want, whatever feels good for you. On the exhale, walk yourself back in. You're starting to straighten this left leg and move right into your Trikonasana. Inhale and exhale. Maybe the right hand comes behind. Just keep breathing. A little bit more of a twist in the ribs. On the exhale, bend into that front knee. Come back down to that low lunge where we started. Walk your hands to frame the foot. You're going to walk that left leg back and draw it on top of knee to tricep. Come back into that one-legged push-up or not. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back. For those of you who want to join me, inhale to your high push-up. Left leg is lifted. Listen up. Exhale, low. Inhale, high. Exhale, back. Kick the leg back. Let's come into a one-legged push-up. Exhale. Inhale, everybody join us if you can on your forearms or regular downward dog. Open it up. Breathe. Step your left leg up. Step your right leg. We're coming into a Malasana Squat. Sit and settle. Lift your chest up. Draw that chest so far forward that you feel as if your hips are lifting up from the sky via the lift of the crown of the head. And breathe. If you need a crow right now, go for it. If you're good, stay with me for just a few more breaths. Inhale and exhale. We're moving our feet parallel, toes parallel as we turn, grabbing the elbows and hanging in ragdoll. Let the head bring you down even more towards the floor. And then move in a circular motion with the elbows. Maybe bend the knees and let that go with it. And then move in the opposite direction. Now let the head go. Just hang. Ha. Walk your hands towards your shins. Draw your elbows in. Lengthen your spine nice and long. On the exhale, walk your hands back up to the thighs even higher. Hold here for a moment. Just gently toe heel your feet in just a tad as you extend your arms out and your hips back. Breathe. Breaststroke the arms around, interlock the hands behind and fall forward. You know how to put weight on your feet. So put your weight into the ball of your right big toe as you bend into your right knee and peek underneath your left shoulder. Let your right ear drop to the right knee, like you're shaking water out of your ear. And then exhale, come back to center. Move it around a little bit. Before you move to the second side, bend into your left knee, peek under the right. Pull back to center. With the interlocked hands, pull yourself up to stand all the way up. Knuckles towards your upper back, chin in towards chest. Move into a back bend. Woo. Inhale, place the toes together, the hands together, walk to the front of the mat if you're not there. Stand nice and tall in your Samasthiti. That was a long warm up, right? Got all those muscles nice and ready. Let's do a sun salute. Just to salute the sun, to salute everything in our life that goes up and down. And we got that going on everywhere. Maybe the mantra is just go with the flow. Take an inhale, draw the energy up. Take an exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step your legs back into a high push-up. Exhale to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale all the way back. Take 2 breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Look towards your fingers and jump step, Uber to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Feel the inner arches of the feet lift up. Inhale, reach up. Maybe a little bit back. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step back to your Chaturanga or your low push-up. Inhale, up. Exhale, all the way back. Take 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees. Shoot yourself forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. We got 1 more to go. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale up. Exhale back. Take 2 breaths. Look towards your fingers and jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Come all the way up. Sit in your Uggatasan. With your right leg lifting, hold your right hand to that right thigh and breathe. Now we're moving in a circular motion here, but you've got to get your balance first. If you need to hang on to something, please do. So the circular motion goes like this. It's like what we did in spinal balance. You're bringing the leg around. The arms can go with you as well. Inhale and exhale, or the arms can just stay here, up and around. You may need to bring your foot to the floor. If you do that, that's fine. Now bring it around the opposite way for 4. For 3. For 2, watch this. When this one comes around, it catches on the thigh and sink into that hip. I love this one because it's a really good stretch for the outside of an overused hip. Tented fingers together to poke that chest forward, breathe. Sink down a little bit deeper and breathe. Maybe a little nudge to that knee to open it up a little bit more. Pull yourself all the way up. Slide that right foot over left. Draw the arms up. Reaching for that right wrist. Lean over. Maybe peek underneath. Pull yourself back up to center. Exhale straight forward to start. Slight bend in the front knee. Then you walk yourself over. All the way over to the right with the left hip in the opposite direction. Let the head go. Pull yourself back out of this as you open up that left leg, right leg, come back in your Malasana Squat. Stay here for a moment. I'm moving in a little bit of a circular motion, moving the hips around, shifting the weight from one edge to the foot to the other, and then moving in the opposite direction. Good, now hold yourself here. Now you feel nice and buoyant, like you could just pop forward and back. What we're gonna do is just stand up and then pull it back. If it bothers you to go up and down like that, then you're just gonna stay here. Try that 3 more times. Up, exhale all the way back. Inhale, up, exhale all the way back. 1 more time, inhale up, exhale back. This time we inhale up to jump, come into your Uggatasan to hold. We're bringing the left leg up with our hands pushing against the thigh to hold, right? And get ready, you can bring the arms around to circle, or you can bring the hands to your hips, whatever works for you, to a wall. You can bring your foot to the floor. Move in the opposite direction 4 times. Breathe. On the last one, you hook that left ankle over the right thigh and you sit. Sometimes it takes a little to catch. Lift the chest up nice and tall. Draw yourself all the way down and breathe. This is preparing us for Warrior 2 and Warrior 1. Slide the leg in front. Reach for that wrist and lean. Pull yourself back up. So you're simply moving forward, just that hinge from your hips. As you come forward, maybe walk yourself out to the opposite direction, to the left, pushing the hips to the right. Come back up to open into Malasana Squat. If you want to sit with your block, go for it. We've got a different sequence here, so you may want to use the block. Your right arm is going to come to the inside of that right thigh. Your left arm is going to come around. We're moving into a little bit of a twist here. If you want to go deeper with this left arm can come around here and you could bind. We will eventually be doing full bird of paradise. This is kind of this is that precursor, the appetizer before we get into it. On the exhale, come back to center, hold center for a moment. Use the elbows to the inner thigh so you make sure you're nice and even. You'll draw the left elbow, right arm up, give it a twist. Inhale and exhale. Some of you will be able to bind on the outside here, so it comes on the outside of your thigh with your back arm coming around, rather than going on the inside. Come back to center, hold it here. We're going up and down 4 more times, all right? 4 more times up and down. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, come all the way down. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, pull it all the way down. 2 more. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, last time. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale. Come all the way down for a moment. Bring the toes parallel. Hang in your ragdoll with wide-legged feet. Let the head go. And then place the hands to the mat. Step back into your high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale all the way back. Bring the right leg up. The knee is bent and the head is shaking. This lock-in with your elbows to your thumbs that keeps you really secure through your shoulders. Okay, now bring your right knee in now to your left elbow. We do this a lot. This is to get those middle ribs. Kick it all the way back out. You can open the knee if you want. Your right knee touches the left elbow again. We do it 2 more times. Breathe. Right knee to left elbow. Kick it back. Right knee to left elbow, and we pause so you can extend the leg out and hold in that fallen triangle. Some of you may even want to just come down and hold in what we call Wounded Warrior, which is right here. This is a pose of itself too. We'll take 2 more breaths. On the exhale, start to gather all that power back up. Kick the right leg back. And then pull the right knee into your nose, gathering up strength through your middle to float that right foot through. You're coming all the way up to Warrior 1. Take the inhale, draw the arms up. On the exhale, sink into your Warrior 1. So you're fully prepared for this pose now. Hips are warm. Toes know where they're supposed to be. Breath is starting to settle. Let's do some circular motion here. Inhale, exhale, push away. Inhale, exhale, push away. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, push away. Last time. Inhale. Take the arms behind on this one. Sweep it all the way through. Coming into Humble Warrior. You know this one well. Drop your head further down towards your ankles. Soften through your upper trapezius. Breathe. Pull yourself all the way up. So you're now landed in Warrior 2. Open the arms. Exhale, adjust your toe. I know I always have to adjust my back toe. And then here's that circular motion here. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale. Take the exhale and pause. Take the inhale and breathe. Maybe reach for that wrist because you need space in your right ribs so you can lean into extended side angle pose. Right forearm to the thigh, left arm to the sky. If you're going all the way, you come here. Look at the angle, my baby finger to my baby toe. Maybe you come here. There's a lift in that right rib side. Even when you come down to grab in a bind, once you've grabbed that bind, you need to lift the chest. So you're not doing this and lift. If you're taking off inverted paradise, it's that exhale to pull that leg up. Maybe you extend it out. Maybe you reach for it. Take 2 more breaths wherever you're at. On the exhale, we're all coming down. Left hand to the floor. We're turning. We're revolving our feet, our hips, our toes, and our hands right there. Breathe. Come back to center. The right knee will land on the right tricep. That's just a little extra work. Slide it back, right foot over left. Come right into your Vasisthasana. Breathe. If you want something different here, crunch it. Crunch. Try that a couple times. Woo. Hold the elbow to knee. Turn it over. Woo. Come all the way into a high push-up, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's kick the right leg back, right leg. We just did the right. Let the right foot float over. Come into your flip dog. Draw that arm up. Maybe make a circle. Look how I bent my elbow. Making a circle. Come back for the inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale back. Give it a ha. Bend the knees. Make circles of the hips. Bend the elbows. Maybe a little bit circles in the shoulders. Hold. Breathe. All the movement of the circles is nice, but sometimes it's nice to settle. So settle for a moment. Always know you can take a break if you need it. Ooh, there's one thing we forgot to do. Come down to your knees for a minute. Bring your left arm up. On the exhale, left ear comes down. Right arm comes up. Give it a little twist. Maybe extend the right leg. Breathe. So I think I forgot that intentionally so I could give you guys a break between the harder sequences. Come back up to center, tuck your toes under, and come into that downward dog, knowing that the left side is right there on deck. Bring the left knee over to the right tricep. Kick it all the way back. Left knee to right tricep. Kick it all the way back. We got 2 more to go. Don't collapse on me, please. 1 more. It's better off coming down on your knee if you're feeling tired, and you could be because it's hot out. Extend that left leg long. So I'm going to come into that wounded warrior. My left leg comes out, and I just kind of lean over my left thigh. We're slowly going to crawl out of this as best we can, kicking that left leg back, bend the knee, peel it open, and then knee to nose to pause. Step your left leg all the way through. Right foot to the mat. Drive the arms up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. Last time, inhale. Interlock the hands behind. Open up the chest and left ear to inner ankle. Breathe. Take some deep breaths here. Shake it all out. Breathe, breathe, breathe. As you pull yourself back up, hold. Open yourself up into warrior 2. Draw the shoulders all the way down. Circular part of this is inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more time. Inhale. Take the exhale and pause. The inhale, reach for the wrist and pull. That gives the left rib side some space. Left forearm to thigh. Right arm to sky. Pull it over. Maybe the right arm comes behind. This is always a tougher shoulder for me, so know your differences. You don't always have to go into bird of paradise, right? You can maybe take it a little bit easier. You decide, or you're drawing that shoulder under, reaching for that wrist and holding. Keep breathing. You want that bird of paradise, you bring it up. It's that exhale on the takeoff, and then pull it all the way up, hopping around just like I did. Inhale and exhale. Never know when you get it and when you don't get it. You'll come all the way down nice and slowly. We're looking toward our left foot. We're turning to the left. I'm coming onto the baby toe side of my right foot and my left as I draw that left arm up. Come back to walk that left knee onto my left tricep. And then I'm just going to kick it back for a moment. I'm going right into side plank. Right hand under, left arm up. You can squeeze if you want. There's 4 of those if you want to do that. And then we'll move to your high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale all the way back. Woo, kick your left leg up, bend the knee and peel it open, come into a flip dog. Left knee. Breathe into it. We'll come back to center as you come into your high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale all the way back. From your dog, look towards your fingers. Jump or step to the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Come right up to Uggatasan. So if you've had enough, I want you to take a break. Hopefully you're doing this yoga in a nice, cool place. Honestly, if you feel like you're a little bit overwhelmed, then maybe just sit, have a cool drink, and watch us do it. We're going to move and put a lot of this together in a dancing warrior. So we'll inhale. On the exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Step back to your high push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back. Right leg lifts up, bend the knee, peel it open. Right leg extend. Exhale, right knee taps left tricep. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, right foot all the way through. Warrior 1, inhale. Exhale, push it all the way. Inhale, come up. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, make a circle of the arms. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, come all the way down, left arm to the ground. Inhale, look to the right. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, bend the knee, peel it open. Let your left knee tap your right tricep. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left foot all the way through. Inhale, draw it all the way up. Exhale, push it away. Inhale, arms up. Look at that circular motion. Exhale, bring the arms up again. Inhale. Exhale, settle. Inhale, draw it up. Exhale, come to lean. And as you do that, keep twisting. Inhale, look to the left. Come on to the toe, baby toe side of those feet. Exhale, back. Step your left leg back. High push-up. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale all the way back. So you're going to take a break, or you're going to come with us one more time on this. Right leg lifts up from your downward facing dog. Bend the knee and peel it open. Bring your right knee all the way over to your left tricep. Kick it back on the inhale. On the exhale, slide it all the way through into your warrior 1. Inhale, reach up, maybe straighten the front leg. Exhale, push away. Inhale, reach up, turn the hips. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, push away. But then as we do this, we turn on the inhale and lift up. Come back to the exhale to the low push-up. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, back. Last time around, then we go into balance. Left leg, bend the knee, peel it open. Bring the left knee over to the right tricep. Inhale, kick it back. Left knee comes all the way through. Come all the way up on the inhale. Exhale, push it away. Inhale, come into that warrior two and settle. Draw the arms up. Really settle it and then draw that left arm up. Exhale, sink into that left side. Keep turning to the left. Inhale, high to low push up. Inhale, high. Exhale, low. Inhale, up. Exhale all the way back. Look towards the front of your mat. Jump or step to the front of the mat. Take an inhale, lengthen. Take an exhale, fold. Nicely done, everybody. We're coming right into Uggatasan with a twist. You're twisting to the right. That elbow's trying to get to the middle of the thighs. Your hips are moving back. That arm will come down. You'll draw this guy all the way up. Don't do this if it doesn't feel right. You can come up here and you can come here. If you're feeling kind of winded because we just did a powerful sequence, then pull back. Breathe. Let's start in 3 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. See if you can twist just a little bit more. Okay, on the exhale, you're going to come back right here, placing the right hand to the outside of your right baby toe, maybe using a block or a chair. The left arm's coming up. So we're coming into the hips are even right now. We're in like a spinal balance sort of pose, but we're on our right leg. And then we start to open, like we would open in Warrior Two, into Ardha Chandrasana. The left arm comes up towards the sky. So it's directly over the right shoulder. We hold. If you want to grab that left leg in a bow, you go for it. Keep breathing. We're going to come back for the inhale and spin ourselves all the way up. Move right into your Warrior Two. From your Warrior Two, draw your toes towards the left side of your mat. You're moving into Skandasana, bending into this right knee. Your hands are moving over. And as you keep your hands there, shift your hips in the opposite direction. So I'm starting to shift. I shift from my right to my left and now hold into your left knee. Let the head go. That's a stretch for underneath that left arm. Come back to center. Walk yourself in the middle. Fall forward. Give it a ha. Bend the knees a lot, hands to the thighs, pull yourself all the way up. Inhale, exhale into Warrior Two. Draw that left arm around, come right into a Crescent Lunge. I have to adjust my feet. Crescent Lunge. Now taking off on this right foot, we're going to come all the way up with the left arm coming around, the left arm under, to finish off our balance in Eagle. Breathe. Take an inhale, unravel. Open the arms. Exhale, hands to the center of the chest. Twisting in the opposite direction. You're twisting to the left. Draw that right elbow all the way to the middle of that thigh and keep twisting. I know, this is so awkward. Uggatasan twist, prayer twist is so awkward. You can bring the arm down and lift it up if you want. Give it a little stretch and breathe. We're going to come back to center and hold. This time it's the left. The left foot will stay on the ground. The left hand comes to the outside of the baby toe, and you lift the hip up. So I'm going to turn this way so you get a better angle. I have my block ready for me, and I'm going to lift up and pause. First, I don't want to hit the house. And then turn the hip up. Let the right arm come up. So instead of feeling so stuck in this, I'm going to roll the shoulders like I did when I was flipping my dog maybe. Reach back, grab my ankle, and hold. Take an inhale. Now this is take strength. You want to exhale and land. That takes strength in that leg. Land in your Warrior Two. Bring everything to face the right side of your mat. All right, and then Skandasana. Slide into that left knee for a moment. Bring your hands out. As you shift your weight to the back, feel the arms stay there. You can do that a couple of times if you want. Feel that stretch. Come back to center, hold to center. If you prefer to go into frog pose right now, you will. If not, you're just in a forward fold. If you're frogging it out, remember, the heels are right behind the knees. The weight is shifted hips towards the heels. You're not trying to go forward with the forearms more forward. You want that, the motion of sliding back. Exhale, let the forehead drop. Shake out the head a little bit. You know, we haven't done a lot of opening and closing through the mouth or releasing through the upper cervical spine. So this is a good opportunity to kind of let that go. And then slowly pull yourself out of this. Tuck it under. We're moving to the warrior two as you pull up. And then sliding it around to the crescent lunge. Maybe shift your left foot over. Find it before you have to land it before you lift it. Bring the right leg around. Double up your eagle if you want. It's up to you. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Looking awesome, you guys. I see those eagles. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Let's exhale. Release into your Uggatasan. Sit into it. Inhale, stand up to just Samasthiti. Breathe it up. Bring the arms up for the inhale. We're going right into tree pose to settle us, and then we're coming down to the mat to finish. Bring your right leg up. Come into tree. Vrikshasana. Lift the chest up nice and tall. We're moving tree to dancer. So here's your tree. Maybe the arms extend and grow. And then if you feel like it, if you want to take this, I'm falling over. We'll slide that right knee forward. As we move it back, we reach for it with our right hand and kick right into dancer's pose. Lift the chest up. On the exhale, look what I'm doing here. I'm not letting go yet. I'm still balancing. Hand comes back to tree. Exhale, knee in. Come all the way down. Shift the weight. Draw into the second side. So left foot comes up. It can come to your ankle, your calf, or your inner thigh. Never on your knee. No, no, no. Lift it up. So hips are even. So we are playing with this circular motion of our hips. Ta-da, get it? Lift up. Breathe. So we're going to do this kind of circle around with our knee. Reach back with our arm. Kick against the heel of that hand and lean forward. Pull it all the way back. Can you land it back in your tree? I'm having a hard time. Back to center. Exhale. Whew, we are done. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, swan dive forward. Come on to your knees, please. Nice job, everybody. We're going to camel's pose. Lift it up on the inhale. Go right into your bow back. You can grab your ankles if you want. If you're warm enough, hips move evenly forward. Let the back of the head go if it feels right for you. Take 3 more breaths. Don't go too shallow in the breaths. Treat these breaths just like you did when we were in our seated position when we started. On the exhale, sit back. You can sit onto a block if you want in Virasana. Knees come to a pointy V in front. Palms are faced up and poke your chest forward for a moment. Draw that right arm up and let the air come to the shoulder. Maybe peek underneath. Air to shoulder. Relax. Relax that neck, please. Draw the left arm up. Same thing. Air to shoulder. Look underneath. Air to shoulder. Release. Circular motion right there. Okay, let's finish with that little stretch to the front of these thighs. Place your hands, palms down. Poke that chest forward. Breathe. Push against the tops of your feet. Feel your toenails moving around a little bit. And then simply shift yourself forward right into downward facing dog. Right into downward facing dog. We're going to lift our right leg up. Bend the knee and peel it open behind you. On the exhale, bring the right knee right into your right elbow. Slide it down to your right wrist, over to your left wrist, to your upper left elbow, and then back over to the right. So you're making that little maybe rectangle or square, however you're doing it. So I changed my, I went from circle to squares. Try one more time, my symbols. Last one, bring your knee to your wrist and come into pigeon. Enjoy your pigeon. Pretty please. Breathe. Yeah, I got to wrap it up. We only have 4 minutes to go. I thought we had 20 when I looked a few minutes ago. So let's just inhale and exhale. Let the head go. Soften through the hips. Soften through the jaw. Reach back and grab that back leg if it's in your practice. And then we'll slowly come off that right hip. Bring your left leg around. Bring your left leg around in front of your right like this. This is where we started practice. Take an inhale, exhale, come forward. Let the chin come down. Breathe it out. Come back up to center for a moment, and before we go to the second side, just let that right leg extend. I'm not mirroring you now, and lean into it. This is like a staff pose to get you ready for Shavasana. Enjoy turning inward here as you draw that forehead down. Maybe you give it a little twist. Draw that left arm up, reach up on the inhale, and slide yourself all the way through back into a downward facing dog to do the second sequence to finish class. Left knee lifts up. Bring the left knee up into one side, either right or left of the upper arm, down to the wrist, over, up, and over. Down, up, up, down, up, up. One more. Hold. Move right into your pigeon. Second side. Release the forehead towards the knuckles. Enjoy your version of pigeon for today. Inhale and exhale. You want to grab that back leg, go for it. Another beautiful day, you guys. We got this covered. We'll slowly crawl out of this, and as we do, we'll cross the right leg over left, sitting up nice and tall. Repeat this theme of poking the chest forward and then walking it out. See where you can go with this. That's getting the mid back that gets tight, the outer hips. Pull yourself all the way up. I'm not mirroring you, so we're doing opposite legs. Left leg extends, exhale, sink into it. Bring the forehead towards your knee. Maybe give yourself a little twist. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, pull it all the way up. And then slide yourself through to meet in your Uggatasan, soles of the feet together. This one's different though. I want you to round on this one and bring your forehead down towards your knees. That's just to get that mid back again. And then everything up and around, inhale. On the exhale, slide those legs through. Come into your staff pose. We're moving right into bridge pose and then Shavasana, so you'll come all the way up. Maybe we've done a lot of stomach work because we did balance today, but a little extra stomach work as you come down. Take it very slowly. Maybe come down really slowly. Maybe come to the point where you think you're going to fall down, hold, and then exhale, land. Let your feet come in, one bridge or wheel, lift your hips up towards the sky, walk your elbows underneath. Always good to finish in an open heart position. If you want to circle the hips around for a moment and get yourself to feel a little softer in the pose, be my guest. On the exhale, one vertebrae at a time comes down to meet the mat. You'll go ahead and squeeze the knees in, forehead towards knees. Let the knees go to the left, head and arms to the right. Hold that pose for a moment. Come back to center. Definitely even out your hips. Inhale, exhale, move to the second side. Breathe. We'll come back to center. Move those knees around in a circular motion, and then come up into happy baby bug. Shift it side to side. Breathe. Eventually, letting the legs come down into Shavasana. Any way you like it, that's the way you got it, right? So take an inhale and an exhale. Soften the shoulders, soften the hips. find yourself just resting in a pose that creates peace in your mind. It's this circular motion of breathing this good energy in, letting this not so good energy out, right? And then repeating the whole cycle again, one circle at a time. Feel how that reflects on the skin that softens across the front of your face where you think way too much, around your jaw where you get that thing at night, a lockjaw, because you're just so tense. So start now thinking about that. This will affect what you do at night. Let it go. Feel the sensation of letting go still down the back of your throat to the center of your chest, your tips of your shoulders, elbows, forearms, fingers, thumbs. Same sensation of letting go down from the top of your spine to the middle of your belly, all the way down to the right and left sides of your glutes, down the front of your thighs, your knees, your shins, your feet, your toes, bottoms of your feet, inner arches, outer ankles. And then feel that sensation as it climbs back up the backs of your calves, the backs of your knees, the backs of your quads. Same sensation releasing from the bottom of the spine to the middle of the belly, to the center of the chest. You have arrived, my friends. Draw that breath in like it's just the most precious thing. It is. Rest in it. Our next breath, we'll start to move our fingers and our toes, our ankles and our wrists. Reaching the arms up overhead, fingers in the opposite direction, give it a ha. Then squeeze the knees into your chest. Again, finish with that circular motion. Today when you go out and look at the sun and the moon, you know, just kind of high five it. Remember, we show up, burn bright, we live passionately. And when the moment is over, when our work is done, we step back and let go. Victory to our spirits, peace to all beings. Let's come up to a seated position, sitting nice and tall. Spine is extraordinarily long, all right? Just lift and open through the chest. We'll draw the breath up in, and then open mouth, exhale. Bringing your hands to your third eye center. As we bow and surrender to our true self, we say, Namaste. Namaste, my friends. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it didn't get too loud with the lawnmowers in the back. Enjoy your day.